So I met 3 of my absolute guitar heroes at NAMM this year, and it was like the coolest thing that's ever happened to me. NAMM is the biggest music gear convention in the America, probably the world. So there's a lot of famous artists walking around. I don't know who they are particularly. I noticed people with cameras following them, and other people freaking out. It kind of goes on and on throughout the day. I was just chilling at the booth, talking to some people, and I look over and there's Troy Van Leeuwen from Queens of the Stone Age. Troy Van Leeuwen, one of my favorite guitarists of all time, is standing like 15 feet away from me, just like standing there and talking to some other booth. And I'm, was actively in a conversation with someone. I don't even remember who it was. And I remember just like stopping the conversation and going like, I'm really sorry, you have 0% of my attention right now because like my guitar hero is standing right over there and I don't really know what to do about it. I cut off that conversation and I kind of start walking over to talk to him, and I just like don't really know what to do. I don't know how to approach him. He's busy. I don't want to bother him, I don't want to interrupt what he's doing. So I'm just kind of milling around awkwardly, like coming up with like, what do I do? What do I say? How do I get his attention? Like, is it gonna be cool if I talk to him? Is it gonna be rude? Is he busy? So anyway, he finishes what he's doing, starts walking away, and I'm just like, I can't let him leave. Like, I can't let him leave without saying something, So I like casually accosted him and was like, oh my God, Troy Van Leeuwen, you're one of my favorite guitarists. Can I show you some guitar pedals? And he looks at me and he just goes, can I go to the bathroom first? I was like, okay. Yeah, man. Sorry, thanks, cool. Stop by if you get a chance. And he walks off, and I'm like, I'm not expecting to see him again. Like, obviously, that was it. That was my one shot. But about 15 minutes later, he comes back, and he's playing a guitar amp at the booth over across from us. I think it's actually, I'm not sure if it was a signature amp that he's been working on in collaboration, but he was there for quite a while, and there was a lot of people filming him. I think I caught a little bit of footage of him playing guitar. And after a little while, he came over. He came over to the booth, just like he promised and said that he would. And I was just absolutely floored. I was not being cool. I was 100% nerding out. And he could tell. He was really, really sweet, and he was really kind about it. He knew that it was a really big deal to him. So I showed him a couple pedals. He didn't want to play guitar. He asked if I could play the guitar for him, which was either because he was, didn't feel like me gawking over his guitar, or maybe he was being nice and he wanted me to play the guitar for him. Either way, I had a little loop pedal set up on the board, and I just so happened to have The Sky Is Falling by Queens of the Stone Age on that loop, so I just like immediately play that, and he kind of rolled his eyes a little bit. He's playing through the pedal, he's adjusting the settings, and he looks at me and he goes, this is really good. It's got a little too much gain though. And I was like, I know it does. I know that now that you guys have talked about the sound on Queens of the Stone Age, and after a few years have passed since I've designed this pedal, like, I know it's too much gain, but anyway, it was a neat little conversation. He said he really liked the pedals. He liked the design of the camels. He was kind of showing it to his friends and laughing about it. He thought it was fun. And then, I got him to sign the back of a pedal, and that was it. I thanked him, and I said, if there's anything you're ever interested in, just let me know. I will send it to you because you're one of my guitar heroes. And that was it. And left. So that was definitely one of the absolute highlights of the show for me. I spent thousands of dollars to go to NAMM and meet Troy Van Leeuwen. And frankly, that's 100% okay with me, man. It was an absolutely wild experience, but yeah, super cool. It was a really super cool experience. Sorry, this is what I was making that whole time. I was sewing up some bags for guitar pedals that I'm going to be shipping out in the next couple of days.